Alright, YouTube back finally. We finally got into spring at the end of April here in Wisconsin. We just had about 24 inches of snow about 2 weeks ago. It's finally melted, so I can finally get at my lawn. So this is what my lawn looks like every year at the beginning of the year. Just so you guys know what I deal with. So if you're feeling like yours is a huge undertaking, you can kind of see what we got going on here. So every year, like I said, we got all this dead grass, got a lot of high spots here we're gonna have to kind of get rid of. Like I said, it's finally spring, so we got all the gear today and we're gonna start our project here. I kind of walk you through. It's already starting to get a little green, but we do have a lot of dead grass. Like we got this big patch right here that we're gonna have to do something with. So I'll kind of walk you through what we do every year. This is probably going to be a two-part video. I'm not going to be able to get everything done this weekend. The temperatures are still getting a little cold at night for overseeding and reseeding, so I'm not going to do that, but we're going to prep the lawn for everything else. Some basic tools that you're going to need here for today's project. Just your common garden rake, a normal rake, a broadcast spreader. And a lot of people have also been asking me what I use for my lawn care. And this is what I lay down at the beginning of the year every year. It's just a crabgrass preventer with weed and feed built into it. And then probably next week or the week after, we're going to get the seed in with some soil. I'll show you how to do all that. But basically, it's like I said, this is like a 4-step process that I use every year. And this is going to be the first application in early spring. So give me a moment here, I'll get everything ready and we'll walk you through what we do. Alright, so I just want to show you here, this stuff does take time, so don't think it's going to come easy, but this is just the bottom corner here that I got raked out with the normal lawn rake so far. And you can see the pile here that I've already raked up. So this is all stuff that's buried around the root system of the grass that we're trying to get rid of here, so that we can expose the roots and the soil to get the nutrients and the seeds and everything in there. So like I said, it's not easy work, but it does pay off. So that's just about a 6x6 foot square that I just got done with, and you can see the pile there already. So this just gives you kind of a rough idea of what it'll look like after kind of raking it up and disturbing everything. I'll show you down here. I got a little bit more aggressive down in the bottom here, but you can see it's kind of stirred up. You can get at all the roots in here. So, show you what's the next step. So the next step is going to be to put down the fertilizer here and the broadcast spreader. Like I said, if you look at the back of the package, it'll kind of tell you what to do with what type of broadcast spreader you have. Let me zoom in and focus on that. There we go. Alright, so whenever you're working with fertilizers, always a good idea to use gloves. So there's some pretty nasty stuff in some of these things. Just kind of get it all mixed around there a little bit. It's recommending about 5, so we're gonna go to about 8. And we're just gonna walk by. I got the edge guard I like to use for doing the sidewalks and when you run right along the neighbor's property line, but I'm going to get the apron done here, and then I'm going to do the middle, and I'll walk you through it and kind of show you what I do. So I did end up fertilizing as well the other day. Like I said, fertilizing is pretty self-explanatory. I can do a tutorial on that if you really need it, but I'm just going to kind of show you here once again. Like I said, I really do apologize about this video quality, but we will work at getting a GoPro. But basically, like I said, you just do overlapping passes, making sure you shut it off before you stop. If you stop, you're going to get a lot spilling out the bottom, which can cause burning if you get too much build up there. But basically, I kind of went through and, like I said, just kind of overlap passes. I ended up only using about half of that bag on my whole front yard. And like I said, use the edge guard on the sidewalks on your neighbor's property. And you can kind of see, especially when you're laying this down early in the year, where your passes stop, because it does spit it out quite a bit in each direction, and you just go from there and do your best to kind of keep it getting put down evenly. And then whenever I'm done, I usually come through. Like I said, I'm a little goofy. You can just use a sprinkler. It's usually a lot easier. But I like to water my lawn by hand the first time when I'm putting down my fertilizer. So I got about an hour into that. Like I said, I know it's stupid, but it's just the way I like to do things. So, like I said, this is a real quick tutorial video. I do apologize about the quality here and you guys seeing all the extra stuff you don't really need to see. But I hope it did help. If you have any questions, please leave them below and I'll be sure to comment. Like I said, I'll do my best to get a GoPro to make this a lot easier. It's just hard to work doing things you need both your hands for while you're holding the phone. So appreciate it again, guys. I appreciate all the